Continue looking at using algebra tiles, specifically the idea of using a zero to simplify an algebraic expression. So this first question asks you to represent zero with tiles on an expression mat. And it said, find at least 4 different ways to do this, and more if you have the time. So the simplest one is just to have one positive unit tile and one negative unit tile. That makes 0, right? All right, let's pick some people to tell me what they put. All right, so Garrett, tell me one that you put, please. All right, so you put a -1 in the positive region, and then you put what in the negative region? Okay, this is one that almost everyone gets wrong at first. This is not 0. Why is it not 0? Because this represents a -1 minus a +1. And what's that? That's -2. So Garrett, how could you fix this without even adding any extra tiles? Do you see an easy way to fix it? Okay, so one way to do it would be to put this negative down here in the negative region. That would absolutely be 0, right? All right, let's see who else my magic calculator has picked. Who's in desk 10? 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that would be you. Do you have one for us?
I guess.
Okay, tell me.
So like 3 positives and then 3 negatives.
Okay. So you had, and you're talking about these little unit tiles, right? Yeah. What if you had 3 positives and then 3 negatives? That absolutely works. All right. 9. Joshua, you have one for us?
Yeah, I got one negative X tile and a positive tile in that positive region.
Okay. So you had a negative X tile and a positive X tile both in the positive region, right? Yeah. This absolutely makes 0. Who's in desk 12? 10, 11, 12. Ah, yes, ma'am.
I have a negative unit tile and then positive and the negative.
I'm sorry, a negative what tile?
Unit
Okay.
and then a -1 in the negative section.
Yes. This also makes 0. Why? Because you've got a -1 minus another -1, which is -1 plus 1 is 0. So one of the other ways that you can get a 0, other than having opposite tiles in the same region, is having the same tiles in opposite regions. And those are really the two ways that you can get 0. Either you have opposite tiles in the same region or the same tiles in opposite regions. In either case, that's going to make 0. So we could, for example, if I put a positive X tile up here, what can I put in this region to make a 0? Another positive X tile. And that would make 0 also, because I've got X minus X. So that's 0. There's probably an infinite number of ways to do this. All right, let's move on to problem number 2. So Gretchen used 7 algebra tiles to build the expression at the right. So I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. Build this on your mat. Go. All right, so let's write an unsimplified expression for this. So I've got, in the positive region, I've got 2 positive x's. Then I have a negative x and a positive unit tile. Minus because in the negative region I have 3 positive tiles. So let's simplify this. 2x minus x is what? X. Positive 1 minus 3 is -2. So a different way that I could draw this is I could take that simplified part and go, okay, this is just equal to x minus 2. Would that be the same? Yeah. That's the same because, look at this. What do those two together make? 0. And what do these two together make? 0. And isn't that what I've drawn here? Okay. What if I wanted to add tiles on? Can I? So I'm going to start with what they started with. So I've started with what they started with. What if I then added on these two tiles? Have I changed its value? Nope, because I've added on 0, right? Adding on 0 or subtracting off something that is 0 does not change its value. All right, we're going to skip the third one. So, here's what we want you to do. Build each expression below so that your representation does not match those of your shoulder partner. So you're going to need to be talking to one another about what you're doing. All right? Once you're sure you have it built right, then draw it on your paper. So you're going to have to talk to your partner the whole time to make sure you don't have exactly the same thing. I tell you what if you would be so kind, if you could move back and be Gwen's shoulder partner for right now. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Okay. Sam, you'd be talking to your shoulder partner, please.
Yeah, I did it wrong. I added an extra X. And I added one extra X.
Wait, why is it longer?
Y is the longer one. Yes, ma'am.
Now I
But look at the key.
I know, but here.
So this
No.
one is doing
No,
it that.
look at this. That's negative 3x, right? Plus the next, that's negative 2x.
Now we have to do a different one.
So I was right the whole time. This,
Wait.
add this one back. Add this one back. This is negative
Wait. So
minus.
take 3 of these. Put them in your pocket and make them negative.
Look, now it's right. Now it's right.
God bless you.
And then for 5, take 5 little ones.
Right?
There we go. Next, for the next square, I'm just gonna do
What do you mean you're thinking this is right? Okay, what did you get for B?
Make them brown.
All that matters is that you did the all. Okay, let's go.
And then for the Y, just take
Okay, see.
and put it
Nice.
in.
What is this?
So it's right here, I'm leaving it. I don't know who does that.
Okay, so negative. Okay, and then plus 1, so.
I don't care what you say.
And you just have to write that as well. Okay, let me figure out a different one. And then Mr. Davis, so,
Yes, ma'am.
so for like this one, we would need like 2 Y's, right? And then for
Right, so you can, it's minus the parentheses, so that usually means it's down here,
It's all blue.
and then you're gonna have 1. And then the question is, how can you do that the same way? So remember that anytime you come over this line, we just flip it over, so that would be a different way.
I did,
Yes, that would be a different way.
negative side plus.
I don't know.
Okay,
That's not accurate.
so for the second one, draw these.
Because I don't have nails.
So far, not.
Negative 2. Negative 2 why would be a negative then?
Keep it up.
So that's positive 2.
Get up.
Hey, don't do the super negative.
Okay, and then negative 3.
So you minus
You would do
Let's see your fingers.
So,
So
if you're gonna move that up there,
Okay, let me try.
it should be, negative, because, so this says minus everything, so this should all be in the negative region, right? And then when you take that and you move it across this line, it should flip over. So it was plus 1 down here.
Oh wait, I have a better
When you
idea.
move it up here, it now should be a negative 1.
Sam can't do negative.
Well, no, so it should be closed down here to start with.
Okay.
And then when you moved it up here, it should flip over to be open, so that it's negative. Okay?
See, one is not that hard to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
squish it. Just squish
No,
The best.
that should be open,
it. You can't do that if it's on the floor.
I know, but.
because it's minus
You're
1.
gonna dig a hole in a
Okay.
classroom so you can pick up a tile. You take out the red part.
No, I did not. It's like that.
It's one of the ones that's
So you
got
can find
split
out
in half.
Unless they got mixed up and it's in a different bag.
Every now and then what happens is this is 2 pieces glued together, and they come apart. Yes, ma'am.
Can you make this
Here.
Yeah, because minus negative 2y equals positive 2y, absolutely.
Write this on your paper, like both of them.
Get it written down.
Well, you completely skipped B and you haven't done it.
Well, that's because it has the red part.
2x minus
I got it right. As long as you put that right, I mean, you're right.
positive x, right? So, color right and make it a little longer so it doesn't look like this. Yes.
Tiles on the negative side, 2 are x and 1 is negative.
Wait, let me. Where'd you get this? Right,
Oh, I
5
know why.
to 2, and then, and
2
y.
negative y's on the negative side and 1 negative 1 negative side.
Right, 5 like on the positive, right, 5 goes minus 4. And then do a y also, well, not a y, but like one of these on there. And then on the bottom, you just do 3x.
Okay, by a show of hands, how many of you need a little bit more time? Okay,
So X.
so I'm going to call on a partnership to see how they did. So, desk 2, that's you two gentlemen. So, Sam, tell me what you did.
Okay, for A,
Yes,
I did a not shaded in x squared in the positive region.
x squared.
Yeah. I made this one very complicated so no one else could get it. Okay.
Okay.
Then this one was very complicated.
All right, all right, all right. So you put a negative x squared up here?
Then the same thing in the negative region, so that equals 0.
Okay. Go on.
Then 3 negative x's in the positive region.
Okay. Hang on, hang on. So 3 negative x's in the positive region. Go on.
5 positive tiles in the positive region.
All right.
And then 1 positive y tile in the positive region.
Okay. That absolutely works. Any questions about the way Sam did it? All right. So what did you have?
I did negative 3, so I did 3 negative x's.
Okay, in the positive region, so I'm going to leave those.
I did 5 positive unit squares in the positive region,
Right.
and then I did a positive y in the positive region.
Okay, so you just did exactly the same thing without the x squareds, right?
Yeah.
That absolutely works. Does anyone have a question about either of those or about something that you did where you're like, I'm not sure mine is right?
I have 5 positive tiles, and then I have 1 positive y.
Yeah?
And then I have 3 x's in negative. In the negative.
Oh, okay. So you have 3 positive x tiles in the negative region?
Yes.
Yes, that absolutely works. Good. All right. Let's go on. 10 again. All right. So Nyla, tell me what you have.
I put 2 y boxes.
You put 2y what? I'm sorry.
Rectangles.
Tiles, rectangles, either one is fine.
2 of those, and then 1
Wait a minute, where do you have them?
on the positive.
And are they positive y's or negative y's? Okay.
And then 1 positive block.
What? Yeah, unit tile where?
In the positive.
Oh, nope. See how it's minus all of that? So I need to have that tile not here. I can either have a positive tile in the negative region, or I could put a negative unit tile in the positive region. All right? Joshua, what do you have?
2 negative y's in the negative region.
Okay, let me erase this then. So 2 negative y's in the negative region. Okay, and then a negative unit tile in the positive region? Good. That is absolutely the same as this one. Nice. All right, and then who's in desk 15? All right,
Okay. I put 2 -x tiles in the negative region.
okay. Hang on a second, let me get that. 2 -x tiles in the negative region, which makes it positive 2x. Go on.
And I put 1 +x tile in the negative region.
1 positive x tile in the negative region. Okay.
And then I put 4.
Oh, sorry, you said a positive x tile in the negative region. Yep.
And then I put 4 +1 tiles in the negative region.
Oh, not quite. So it's minus -4. So what should you do? There's actually a couple of different things you could do
4 negative tiles,
in the,
negative region.
yes. And that's literally what this says. In the negative region, put -4. That makes sense? Okay. Excellent. All right. Kiera, what did you do?
I put 2 -x's in the positive region.
2 negative x's in the positive region? All right, but this says that it's,
Oh, shaded.
so that means they're positive. So 2x tiles in the positive region. Go on.
And then 1 negative shaded x in the negative region.
All right, so that's, when it's shaded, it's positive. You said a negative x in the negative region.
Oh, sorry, positive in the negative region.
Yep. And then?
And then -4 in the negative region.
Exactly. And this is literally what this says. Right, that's exactly what that says. 2 x's in the positive region, and then in the negative region, an x and 4 negatives. Excellent. Let's move on. All right, so everyone please build the one for 4A. So everybody build the one for 4A on your expression mat.
Wait, it's shaded.
Yes, right there. Please build this one. On number 4. Is that our bell already? I'm sorry, I must have lost track of time pretty badly. Yep. All right.